today's collectible spot, we are having a look at the Wave Corporation Evangelion AAA Wunder ABS Model. The AAA Wunder, or Autonomous Assault Arc Wunder, was the main primary battleship of the anti-NERV organization, of course, in the Evangelion series. More importantly, the Evangelion Q movie from 2012. This is a faithful representation of the flagship, the battleship from that movie, and represented here from the Wave Corporation. Now, the Wave Corporation is producing this figure. Currently, this piece is slated on a pre-order. It's going to be released December 2015 to the January 2016 release. And I just want to take the time to thank the folks over there for sending me an early production sample, as this is what the model is going to be looking. Now, this is the production sample of what the model is going to be looking like. So some of the aspects to the ship aren't 100% finalized. Like, for example, I've got a piece here that does come off a little bit on the wing. But again, this is only going to be a early production model release. It does come in components when you get it out of the box. You've got yourself the main display base. And you've got a tail that just attaches to the back section here. And just take that, snap that into place, and that will give you a full 16 inches, a little roughly over 16 inches long. It's with the stand, it's roughly 6.5 inches high, but a good 16 inches long. That's a good length of model here. It does come with a display stand. We'll just put the model here just for a second. It does come with a display stand and just a basic triangular display stand with AAA Wunder on the front. There is a clear cup that sits on the top. Now, it doesn't look as if it actually pegs anywhere on the Wunder itself. It looks like it actually just sits. Now, granted, the Wunder sits extremely well on the display stand. It's not going to come off. But it doesn't look like, by that matter either, it doesn't look like it has any place where it pegs into place. The model also, when you get it out of packaging, it does come with a few other accessories. We'll just bring these in right now. It gives you a couple of radar dishes. Now, there are differences to the radar dishes. You get 6 of them. Some of the radar dishes are angled, though. Some of them are standing straight up. And there's peg points. Let me just lift this off the stand here. There's 3 peg points on either side, 3 on either side of the runners, and there's a peg right at the back here. So you could take, and you can mix and match as well. Take the angled dishes, for example, and those just can peg into place like that. And take another one, peg it in, and peg that into the back here. And you have something that looks like this. Equally so, the model also comes with a couple of gun turrets. And similarly to the satellite dishes, the turrets are either flat, or you also get ones that are angled up, depending again on your preference. So we'll just take the flat turrets, and those peg right into place. And take another turret that pegs right into place. Now, you could, again, take the satellite off. You could swap it, if you wanted to, with one of the turrets. It's entirely up to you, though. And we'll just peg the satellite dish into place and take the turrets. And again, those just peg right into this universal peg hole that is shared as well. And these also can rotate too. When you peg them into place, you can also rotate the turrets as well, giving you something that looks like that. Obviously, the Wunder here is a lot smaller than how it would appear in the Evangelion 3.0. The flagship, though, of Masato Kasuragi, if I hopefully pronounced that correctly, it's a gorgeous looking model. The plastic, let me just move the display stand out of the way here. The plastic actually is a very secure, solid feeling plastic. Areas such as, of course, the wings, areas such as the extension of the containment area, this area here, it does feel a little more fragile, but just by the sheer nature that it's a thinner piece of plastic. Equally so, the same can be said for the wings. The wings, like again, the plastic feels like a good quality plastic just because, again, it's thinner. You know, be very careful because, again, the piece will, you know, this could potentially break off. But like the trade-off though is it's a phenomenally painted, very intricately painted model. Some of the smallest of details, especially like when you start looking at areas such as the landing pad at the back, how intricate those little panel lines are for, again, something that's smaller than, for example, my thumb. Very, very meticulously detailed, especially areas such as the thrusters, these little back side thrusters here, and these little grill areas at the back. I suppose if you want to consider it the tail of the Wunder, very, very meticulously detailed. By no means is Spot here a model builder, but I can tell you though the paint level here is something that I mean, even the most experienced of model builders may perhaps have a harder time to paint the little canals here, the little grates, the venting grates here, and you know, again, just the little smaller details on the side. It's a beautiful, beautiful looking piece. It's got a landing, if you can see there, a landing strut in the front, and then the containment unit underneath here, which was to hold the Evangelion as a power source. It's not quite a clear plastic. It's almost more of a translucent plastic, and it's been wrapped, almost threaded by this white lining that's going around the containment area. And then right inside, I'm not sure if you can actually see that, but it looks like there's like a little turbine deep inside in that area there. But really a phenomenal piece. Is it heavy? No, it's not. It doesn't have a lot of weight to it, but certainly where it doesn't have its weight, it does make up for it in the coloring of this. I want to say it's almost a lavender, and then there's this light lavender color that kind of shares that same wing space. And then all these little areas, the red, I think, or it's almost kind of like almost a salmon pink, this dark salmon pink color also shares the majority of the kind of like the back body of the battleship here. But let me see if I can bring the camera in here just to show you like the front section here, like even right at the back section here where you can see like all those little vents, very like intricately. I don't want to keep saying intricately through the whole review, but like you can really see fine, very, very fine details to the model here. Now, as mentioned, you can, you know, swap these out. Most images I've seen of the Wunder has had the single satellite at the back, the two satellites on the top there. But you know, you could swap those theoretically out for any, you know, if you wanted to have all turrets, if you wanted to have more satellite dishes. But I think that's a little more faithful, you know, reenactment of the AAA Wunder here. And again, for displaying purposes, you can take the Wunder and it just sits. Again, doesn't really peg into place per se, but it just sits on top of that display stand. A very fantastic piece. This is the kind of piece that would look very cool on like a desk or on a shelf. Again, I would be very not careful because, again, I don't want to say necessarily that the piece feels fragile. It doesn't feel fragile, but by nature, again, like wings, you know, wings being a thinner plastic, you know, I wouldn't be careful, again, like that bangs or anything like that. But quite a nice piece, I must say. And there it is right there. Now, as mentioned, again, this is a pre-order. This currently is available as a pre-order. I'll provide the link down below. It's slated for December 2015 or roughly around an early January 2016 release. So if you guys are big fans of Evangelion and you know, love the Wunder, the AAA Wunder, you definitely will want to add this beautiful model to your collection. And there's just a quick spin around there. Today's collectible spot, we were having a look at the Wave Corporation Evangelion 3.0, the AAA Wunder ABS model. Link definitely will be down below, and again, thank you to the folks over at Wave Corporation who were nice enough to send this early production model sample my way. Certainly, also stay tuned, guys. Spot's going to have more collectible spots heading your way. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.